All rise for his great Lord Regent, Parry of House Stock, Regent of the Westerlands, and Protector of the Lannister Paramount, Damian Lannister. Welcome. Yep, Paradox is now the Castellan and also the Regent. Oh wait, no. Okay, apparently it does not start yet. Okay, there we go. I got a little bit worried then, yes. Just opened up the save and I got a little bit worried then. But yes, we are the Regent, which is excellent. This is exactly what we need. Now, obviously, there's a few things we could do in this situation. We could try and use our power to maybe take advantage of the situation. We could investigate his legitimacy. We have quite a lot of power now in the realm, and we should take advantage of this. You know, Parry may be old, he may be blind, but he's still got to look out for his 4 children at some point. Maybe we could marry one of my sons to one of the Lannister family. Now, there's no daughters there. There is the girl here, and she does have a weak claim on the King of the Westerlands. I could marry Jenna to maybe my oldest son once she is released from Aegon's prison, if he ever does release her. Obviously, the Lannisters have fallen on hard times, so this could be our opportunity. Let's see what we can do. We can't really do anything down with this, but there's any plots we can do. I had a quick look a second ago. There was one I liked the look of. We could fabricate a claim on the Kingdom of the Westerlands. Yes, we could use our high authority position to make our own claim for the Westerlands. There we go. I cannot click it though, apparently. One of the following must be true. One of the following must be true. Owns the traditional capital points of the Westerlands. Blah, 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 blah. Is a different cultural group. Is at least 100% of liege. Power base at least 100% of the liege. I cannot actually click it, apparently. Damn. I would love to be able to try and do that at some point. But we do have that one. Yeah. Same traditional culture of the Westerlands. Don't we have the same culture group? And the Lord is of a different culture group. Okay. Any previous holder of the Westerlands was of House Starks. Any previous holder of the Westerlands is the great grandparent, or parent of Lord Parry. Okay, damn. Okay, we'll have to wait and see. Then maybe in the future we could try and do it. But for now, there's not really much I can do. Likely we could probably just marry one of my children to one of his aunts, I think, if she ever gets released, hopefully. Someone did say to me that the pain when I went and clicked on him, it took him off the important people. Thank you for telling me that. I actually did not realize. I thought I did not click it. So I do apologize for that. But yes, we've risen up quickly. We've gone up a lot higher than I expected. A lot quicker than we expected as well. I thought it was going to take us a long time to get this far. But we've already made the High Lordship. We've already been recognized by our King and our Paramount. But who are we loyal to? Are we loyal to the King or to the Paramount? It's very difficult to decide. They both have their good points, and they've both been good to us in different ways. My son is doing okay, I guess, under Aegon. So far, he's only 8 years old, so there's a lot of time to go. My other son's been doomed by the Maester, my ugly son. And my disfigured by grayscale son. But what is this? I write to inform you the great threat. Princess Baela is not the child of King Aegon's at all. So his daughter who has a dragon and a dragon egg, apparently she says, is not his daughter. The mother and another man. So Visenya, apparently she thinks that Visenya may have had a lover. Now, that is probably bullshit. She's probably just doing this because she's married to him. And she wants her own children, if she ever has any, to become the next kings or queens. But then again, there's still Rhaegar and stuff ahead of them. So I'm not really sure what she's doing right now. I should have known. All lies, of course. We'll go for all lies. I don't think Aegon would like this, maybe. We're not going to believe it for now. We're going to kind of keep away from that. But we'll wait and see. Maybe Aegon will believe it. What will Aegon think of this whole ordeal? Looks like she's okay for now. Looks like Aegon does not believe any of this. She also has her own little daughter, of course, who's betrothed to the son of Aegon. So her brother. Okay. This one's betrothed to the... Oh, that one's betrothed to Valerian. Okay. Because they're always betrothed to different Valerians and their features always look the same, it's always hard to tell who's who. Sometimes. I'm hoping that we could take advantage of... Oh, what is this? What is going on? A Tully died of gonorrhea. Tully married to the Rain. She's given him gonorrhea as well. But what is going on here? Okay, the Vale Independence War. So this war's still going on. Looks like the Vale is getting destroyed. Not surprisingly there, 99% in favor of him. The Arryns are trying to hold them off, but they cannot do anything. And our Lord is trying to stay out of it. If I wanted to, I could kill him so easily. But that would be silly. I don't see any point in killing him. If I can get him to be declared incapable, that would probably be kind of a useful thing. Kidnap him. If I could put him in jail, I guess, maybe. Keep him in jail forever. But I get him declared incapable. I'm not sure how you go about doing that. I've not usually been a regent. Plot to rescue some people. To kill people. Yeah, there's no different ones I could do, really. Yeah. Okay. I'll leave it off for now. And it looks like it is over. What will he do with the Arryns of the Vale? Will he take it away from them? He's been released. Did he not take anything away from them? Looks like he did not take anything. He still owns Harrenhal, actually. He's not given Harrenhal away. Yep, looks as though the Arryns were allowed to bend the knee. He was not tortured or anything. Okay, well, he was pretty nice to the Arryns about that. Why was that, I wonder? They're barely able to pay their taxes. An absurd request. What is this? What is this? Start a faction. Depose the Lord Paramount. Gerald, we could put on there. Lady Grenna. There we go. The aunt of his. I think I might marry the aunt to one of my children. My heir. Yes, and we could probably use their claim to push on. Yeah, I think marrying to the very highborn family of Lannisters would be very good for our family. We're having a great time. Our family, just for this one generation, is having a grand time. Parry has done a good job. We may not have had you for long, Parry, but you've done a great deal for this family. So yeah, he ransomed his aunt, and we're now going to marry her for my leal service. Obviously his father always was a good friend of mine. You can see why it happened, actually, when you think about it in a roleplay kind of way. Most of the other faithful lords of the Westerlands turned against his father and grandfather in favor of Aegon, while we are a kind of a new house in the realms of the High Lords of the Westerlands. And so I guess he trusted us more than the older families because of that. So you can see why this has all happened. And there we go, we got that betrothal. That can then give us a chance to create a faction in the future. We could always overthrow the monarchy. But then again, I think my guy would quite like the monarchy if he can get it for his own family. Hill has arrived at my court. Okay. Who is her mother? This random woman, the one married to the Kennen. Okay. So she had a bastard daughter with someone. Daemon of the Westlands ransomed Lord Lancelot. So he's still trying to ransom some more people. Yeah, his own uncle and stuff. Still going through those people. Only his aunt remains. And also just like... yeah, Geryon Hill. The Lordship of North Crackler Point from him. I'm still living. I'm still 63 years old. We still have to live about 7 more years. So we still have to get to 70. We're going to have to get to 70. We're going to have a regency. Now, a regency won't be too bad for a little bit. Reachman War for Lord Mervyn's claim on Withers. On my Paramount. Oh dear. We're going to have to defend our liege. Defend the Westerlands. I don't know if we're going to be able to do this. The Gardeners are probably pretty strong. 28,000 men. While we only have 17,000. Yeah, that's not looking good. They want this piece of land. Technically, I think he's taken that land back. So that wouldn't be a terrible thing if we lost it. He'll just be taking the land back, really. But a lot of Westerland men are probably going to die from this. Poor, poor Westerland men. They're all going to die. But there's nothing we can do. We have to do what's best for our liege. Your Justiciar has offered to go through newly quite... Stop bothering me about this. God damn it. How's Aegon doing? Any more children coming? Dark sister. My son, Willett Dox, my youngest son. He's quite good at intrigue and learning. So how about we get him done at court? Yes. Spend lavishly. We do have quite a lot of money recently, so let's maybe get you. Let's give you a good education then. You're not going to be the strongest lad, but hopefully you'll be the smartest lad. Hopefully. And we don't need overly too much money. Apparently I'm leading men, even though apparently I'm blind. That seems like a great idea. Apparently we're here leading 1,000 men. Yeah, Lannisport now. No, it does not seem like a good idea to have a blind man leading the charge, but I guess I'm more there for probably moral support. To lead the men while the little Lord Paramount is safely in Casterly Rock, sat learning and whatever kids do in Casterly Rock. I mean, if we go by, obviously, Jaime and Cersei, apparently they have sex with their brothers and sisters, so hopefully he's not doing that, because he only has a brother. That'd be a pretty odd thing. I mean, it's odd enough, Jaime and Cersei, but that'd just be even odder. Okay, 14,000 men. You've got 14,000 men, so that'd be quite an even fight, but then there's 12,000 men just there, and they're about to come and double team them. And they're going to go on the 19th of March, and they're going to stay there. Now, it looks as though they managed to just win that, but they have low morale at the moment. Can they get there in time? And they've got 20,000 men now. They're not going to be able to escape, I can't imagine. Oh, that's looking good for these men. There we go, and they're going to get slaughtered. Those poor soldiers. They did well to win one battle, to be perfectly honest. They did well. Apparently I'm not in the battle, which is good. Means I'm less likely to die. Willet Dox needs someone to educate him. Now he has got pretty good learning. And we do have some people with some good learning. My wife or the Maester or even the Septon. One of those three would be quite nice. He's quite good at three things, which is kind of the things that Willet is good at. So I think I might just go with Quentin. He is the Maester after all, just like the other brother. I think he's doing the same thing with him. He is meant to be the one educating them, so I think it's fine that way. But we're definitely going to lose this war. My position as regent to Lord Damien means that I have access to the treasury. I think I deserve a raise. Would I steal money from the treasury? See, I'm an ambitious man, but even that seems wrong. Has any of my traits changed? I haven't become greedy, have I? No, I've not become greedy. I'm deceitful, but I think going stealing is too far. So this character is more like kind of me. Yeah, there's no point, because we'll just get caught. Perish the forts, yes. It's only bloody 20 gold. It's not worth it. It's still 20 gold to be just a silly position. That's what I think. I just feel it's just not worth it, to be perfectly honest, 20 gold. But if I can do other things, I will definitely do other things. Declare war. Independence. I guess we could do independence after this war, actually. If this goes south, actually, we could always push for an independence faction. And if I'm part of the faction, are you bloody kidding me? You were separated from your men in the chaos of battle and now find yourself in the midst of war. I'm a bloody blind man. I can't even see what's going on. As you scan the field and try to rejoin your forces, you see Gawain break through the enemy ranks and charge you. Now, Gawain is a trained peasant fighter. But yeah. So I compare to die. I could find, well, get back. Quellan Kennen. Now, he's actually got much worse. He's now only a poor fighter. Or do I get out of there? Now, I can't die because my son needs me. He's still only 10 years old. And I'm the regent right now. So I think in this situation, if I was a blind 64-year-old man, I would probably run. I know it's a craven thing probably, but I could not see myself standing there and fighting. Not with bloody Quellan. You really need to be... I'm going to have to fire you as my bodyguard because you're just not good enough. Ruthless. He's brave as well. Yeah, we're going to get out of there. I've now become a craven. I really don't care if I become a craven, to be perfectly honest. I'm an old bloody man. I'm 64. But yeah, I do apologize. You know, I know people like to see the fights, but you know, there's no way I would actually fight in that situation. Colin, you need to bloody lose your position. You need to resign. Where is it? Revoke honorary title? Yeah, bodyguard. Okay, is there anyone else we could choose as a bodyguard? Jesus. Has to be someone. Wow. Literally, there's no one we can have as our bodyguards. Fine. We'll just leave it like that then. How is my council right now? Yeah, they're all people that are married and stuff. How is my first son doing? Because he's off and away with Aegon. He's 10 years old and he's still not even got. Our Aegon has become a skilled fighter. And Rhaegar is now coming to age, it looks like. He's terrible. Look at him. What the hell happened to his son? Wow. Okay, but Aegon is not looking so good, actually. 0 learning as well. Jesus. My son is not looking good. I'm going to have to change his educator because at the moment, no one's going to get him good. Okay, let's have a quick look through then. Dornish claim on Blackhaven. Let's go back through. Okay, I'm going to have a look for a different person to educate my son. We can go through the King's Guard. What do we have here? Skilled fighter. That's to be someone who's okay. Duron Merton. Maybe. Grant's Garner. Nope. Maley's Sunglass. No, not him either. Sir Jamie. He's a Westerman as well. He looks pretty good overall. Obviously, he is quick. He doesn't look too bad. This guy's look too... He's got 11 learning as well. Yorick of Blackmont. You know, with 11 learning, that's pretty good, actually. That's not too bad. I should get him to educate my son. So I'm very disappointed with Aegon right now. Is that a good idea? Okay, let's choose. Let's go with that one for now. I'm just going to check the people. Search the realm. Balerion, yes, Balerion could train my son. Orys is still a formidable fighter. No, okay. How about let's go for learning and see if we can find any good fighters as well. Anyone good at trained fighter and has good learning? Nope, nope, nope. Trained. There were some trained fighters in learning. Okay, skilled fighter Hardin. Osfried Hardin. We got one here, Rickard Root. He's actually a Maester. Maester of Ashmark. So those two aren't too bad. This guy's a skilled. So this guy's a poor fighter. Maybe skilled is good enough then. I'd probably choose this one. The Maester. But if we can find anyone else, I'd be pretty happy to take on someone else as well. Anyone good at fighting? I know what to do here. How about we go formidable? Okay, that should bring up all the mons formidable probably. There we go. We can go for learning. Oh my god, the highest is a 6. Wow. Okay, looks like formidable fighters are not particularly good at education. Skilled fighter. So here we go. Aegon, of course. That's obviously wrong. Why is that? No, that's wrong. Look, that one's got 8. That's got 5. So we 9. Why is that then low? Is that because it's a good search or something? I'm not sure what's going on with that. 8. There's a 11 there. But he doesn't even have skilled fighter anyway. This one has skilled fighter. Jamie. Oh, that's Jamie again. I think I'm going to go with one of these guys then. Yeah, I think we're going to go with Yorick. My son is just getting educated by everyone. He's been sent off to educate from all parts of the land. Hopefully this will make him a better man. He went to educate with Aegon, who didn't make him into a good fighter. But he's now going to go educate one of the King's Guard. Hopefully one of them make him a bit better fighter. Hopefully he'll just get a little bit of learning as well. That'd be kind of nice if we could just get some of that. Aegon, Aegon, Aegon. What did you do with my son? So even she's got poor fight, and she's 8 years old. God damn it. Oh well, and in command is no longer happened to us. It looks like it's minus 72. So the Gardeners are going to win this fight. And the Farron Cross is also supporting them. Hornvale was just murdered by the Lidden. Why did the Iron Storm come up there? So yeah, the Lord, the delicate unicorn was just murdered by the Lidden. Jesus, that is just despicable. One of his own vassals' family members killed them. Not good at all, not good at all. Apparently I'm leading men again. Investigate legitimacy. A lot of things we can't do now. Investigate. Fabricate. Kidnap. Rescue people. We could rescue a lot of people. Plot to kill. Okay, let's go back. Found a new kingdom. Go through his titles and stuff. Yeah, everything's fine. Show the dragons. I've been reading the 7-point star, and death is not something that a true believer should be afraid of. I lost 2 health. That is not good. I'm 65 years old, and I just lost 2 more health. That is not good. That's not what I want at all. My son is 11 years old. He's so close to coming to age. Nana's the spider. Lady Ellen Serret is now known as the spider. Okay. So if I was to die, I would no longer be regent at all. But at least I got my son that betrothal, so that's good. At least we got one thing out of being the regent. We at least got a betrothal, and that's going to be happening in 3 more years. If I can just live for 3 more years, I'd be quite happy with that. Why is the Iron Throne here? Why is his daughter there? What is she doing? She's not even fighting anyone. She's just sat there. Not sure really what she's doing or what's going on there, but apparently, yeah, she's fighting. I don't feel too well. I've become ill. Here we go. Parry. You're going to die. I should enter a faction. Depose the Lord Paramount. Put her on it. I can't put her on it until I've got the marriage. I'm going to have to wait and see. But with me being ill, this is not good. How to educate my liege. Ooh, I get to choose how to educate him. What's he good at? I'm going to do a good job about this. He's good at diplomacy, so let's get him good at court. Have a court education. That's interesting. I did not know that. I've not actually been a regent, I don't think, ever at all, which is surprising during most of my series. And there we go, about to get hammered once again. Damn. 100%, so that ends that war. Can't believe it. My reign is going to end in not a very glorious way. My daughter did have a son. Lord Parry, I've decided to commission the construction of a great network of roads that will join King's Landing with all regions of the 7 kingdoms, so as to knit together the realm and make it an easier to travel among its regions. I will levy a special tax for this to spread the burden of this great project. I suppose you will help. Okay, so we have 6 gold then. Excellent. So we're going to end it there then with that bombshell. Apparently, Aegon has decided now to build a road network known as the King's Road. But I'll see you guys next time. Good night.